It feels like this is a bit of a significant moment, Jen, because the last time this EU-Africa summit was held was, I believe, back in 2018. Why has it taken so long?
Yeah, and Jumana, it was just after President Ramaphosa actually took office. So, yes, there has been quite a big gap since these two sides have had this summit. But the significance really goes to what you were just mentioning there in the intro. And really, over the past few months, with President Trump in the U.S. Continuing to target South Africa in particular for some of his own opposition, his opposing views on some of the laws that have been passed here, we're seeing the EU and South Africa want to strengthen their own ties. Now, this is important for both sides. If we take a look at the EU side, South Africa is the only strategic partner on the continent for the bloc. When it comes to South Africa, it is very important for the EU because it is its number one trading partner. And so both sides really see this as significant. And as you were mentioning, we have seen both of these parties have disagreements in the past, not just over various conflicts, but also in particular over the Israel-Hamas conflict, with South Africa actually taking Israel to the ICJ over what they see as crimes against humanity. But when we were at the G20 meetings just a few weeks ago, we heard from the EU saying that let's put some of our differences aside and work towards rebuilding and strengthening this relationship. And we actually heard Ursula von der Leyen say that South Africa can count on Europe, and I know that Europe can count on South Africa. So we'll likely see a lot more of these pronouncements over the next 2 days of the summit.
Yeah, Jen, what do you think are going to be some of the tangible takeaways that we can watch out for?
You know, we did hear that the EU is planning to announce what they are calling a global gateway investment package. And what they tout this as is this is really a doubling down on clean trade and investment. And they take a look at three key priorities that they want to focus in on. They want to help South Africa with its own vaccine production. They want to help with infrastructure build and connectivity. And they also want to strengthen infrastructure more broadly through investment. And so we'll likely see this package being unveiled. We don't know the specific details about how much investment we're likely to see. But again, as South Africa takes on the reign as the G20 presidency, we're expecting these two parties to continue to strengthen these ties through a lot of these initiatives that they have. There's also this notable, I guess, pulling back of support from the U.S., in particular on the Just Energy Transition Partnership, which is meant to help South Africa transition away from coal. With the U.S. stepping back, the EU wants to step in, and they've said that they plan to continue to help with investment. So, yes, that is the likely thing that we expect them to be focused on when we see Ursula von der Leyen and also President Costa here in just a few hours, actually.